Afternoon and welcome to the July Historic Preservation Commission meeting. For any of you who may not have heard earlier, there's copies of the agenda on the corner of the table up here. When we get around to calling each of you forward, if you would please come forward. You're welcome to have a seat. State your name and address for the record. Before we get to that, first thing on the agenda is the consent agenda. Do we have a motion?
Move.
Second, I should have added, as discussed before we started, we're going to move the elections for the committee or commission rather to the end of the meeting rather than holding them now. There's no objections. Okay, so all in favor to the consent agenda? Aye.
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, we'll move on to old business is the first item up. I'm sorry, I'm looking at last month's. New business is the first item up. The request of Alicia and Jacqueline, I hope I'm saying that right, Junior Lennis of LeKay Capital to install front porch lighting at 414 Clay Street. Afternoon, how are you?
Good afternoon. My name is Jacqueline Jr. Lennis. Alexa is not able to make it today, but yes. Yeah, we have requested to install the front porch light. Unfortunately, we forgot to put it together when we were submitting the big package. But we pretty much done with the house. We have some small little touch up. As far as you've sent me an email about the front windows as well. They already are closed. I called them today. I just need to pick them up so I can replace the sashes. And as far as the decorative stuff that was in the corner of the windows, we picking them up as well so we can install them and paint them.
Okay.
Yes.
If you can just update me once all of that has been done.
Yes.
Okay.
I will send you a picture of everything and how they look.
Sounds good.
Yes.
So is the light that was on the screen a moment ago, is that the exact light that you're requesting?
Yes. We can make it shorter, but this is what we want to put up front. We had two lights before, but when we purchased the house, we saw the placement, but we didn't know what type of light was up front. We tried to go back to the existing record. We cannot find anything to try to match it, but there's a lot of houses on Rivermont that have similar light. This is why we chose this one.
Questions? No? Do we have a motion?
I think you're saying shorter as in having the chain shorter?
Yeah,
so
make it
sits
a little
higher?
bit shorter, just so you can see. Like the light is not a highlight of the house.
Yeah, no, I would say definitely raise it up a bit, but beyond that, I think it's a good choice.
Okay, thank you.
So I would move to submit or approve as submitted.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And
Yeah.
good luck with
I have
your
a
lights.
second one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you. So letter B, same person or LLC requesting different address, 911 Rivermont, to put in porch lighting and picket fencing. Do you want to elaborate on that at all?
When we finished this house, I think it was back in 2022. Those two lights we already had the placement for the lights, but the historical, they asked us to remove it because we didn't ask for permission. I was not really familiar with the process at the time, but we removed it. And while we were submitting this request, and my wife was like, we should ask so we can put those light back, and to see if you guys will be willing to approve us for this specific one.
And you want to tell us about, thank you, the fence as well?
Yes, for the fence, we have a large lot. on the corner, as you can, the corner of the street. But we don't have any. We have two kids. We wanted to know if we can put a little bit of privacy. But the thing is, it's whenever you are coming up Rivermont, you can. We cannot do anything private in the back of the house. We wanted to know if we can literally put a fence because we already have one in the back, which zoning approved us for, but we didn't cross it so we can close it private. We wanted to know if we can put a low privacy fence, just something similar to that, on top in the middle of the yard, just so we can have a little bit of privacy for the kids and everything.
That is the most exposed yard of any house I've seen. It's got streets all around it. You're living on an island.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Help me understand when you, between the drawing and your last comment, when you say in the middle of the yard, so this won't sit at the property edge. You have an embankment or a hill. Are you saying you'd put it at the top of the hill?
Yes, it's going to be on top of. Uh, I don't know. I can.
You should, is this better, or would it be better to see the house itself?
I'm very familiar. I was just curious where he was putting it.
Okay. We have a fence that goes from here all the way to here. We stop right here. We wanted to add a fence that can give us a little bit of privacy from here to here. The fence is going to be behind those trees. It's not going to be exposed if anybody's coming from here. But we just want to add a little fence just so we can have this little private part.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah.
Questions?
You guys go 4 foot's fine. So
The fence or the light? Yeah.
As far as the lights, or do you have a preference of which of those two lights, going back to the light issue?
The other one is a little bit more simple.
Wouldn't that be,
I think it gives it more historical to me. I wanted this one.
This one?
Yes, this one.
Is your preference?
Yes.
I think that would be,
You think that's
My
the
preference
most in
too.
keeping with
Yeah.
the guidelines? Yeah.
I think. The fence is fine to me too.
The fence, I assume you didn't say the height. What height?
4 feet?
Did it say 4?
4.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yes, 4 feet.
And do you plan on painting it, staining it?
As far as the one that we had before, we never stained it, but it's looking very bad. The weather is, we wanted to paint it as well, maybe a low fence color, pretty much brown. But I don't think my wife submitted that one. We can,
color.
She submitted staining it woodland cedar.
okay, yes.
Is that reddish?
It's brown red. At least when I googled it, She didn't submit a picture of it, but
Okay.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve as submitted.
Second.
Any questions? Just for clarification, we're voting for both of them?
For the fence and
The lights?
his preferred light that he showed,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you, sir. Good
All
luck.
right. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, now we'll move on to the next. The request of Darnetta Lynn Murphy to install a commercial sign at 2486 Rivermont.
Hello, I'm
Hello.
Scott McBride from McBride Sign Company. We're the
Afternoon.
contractor doing
Sure.
the work for Mrs. Murphy.
If you would give us an overview of what your scope
It
is. to do
is
here.
it's a commercial building right near Riverside Runners and the right next door to Randolph College. It's going to be a painted piece of aluminum with vinyl graphics, non-lighted, flat, about 1/4 of an inch thick.
Is the placement on this picture, is that where they intend to put it?
That was a quick just mock-up of where we thought would be the best place to put it, because there's quite a few signs on that building, and I didn't know who could be moved, who could not be moved. That was really the only empty place other than going up above that light, which is a fairly good portion that we didn't think that size proportionally would fit there. We put it there for the in between the windows. It was the easiest mounting spots because it's a flat brick wall and it fit with the size that she had proposed us.
And the one to the left up above that's already there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Everything that's there now, because what I did, I just took a picture and then superimposed our image over top of it.
Yeah.
Questions? Do we have a motion?
And I actually have one question.
Sure.
It says the lighted panel, is that what's above it? Did we already ask this?
I
Is
think
that-
you said
sorry,
your sign's
yeah.
not
It's not
lighted.
lighted,
That's
no.
an existing.
Oh,
light.
non-lighted. I apologize.
No, that's okay. No,
Thank you.
It's not lighted.
Okay.
Now I don't know above that if there's a light there, which
Right.
would be just tied into the building.
Sure.
But then again, I don't know if it's pointing up or down or
Yeah.
left or right. Our sign, because 90% of the time, what we do on that building, particularly, everything we do is non-lighted.
Sure. Thank you.
Oh yes, ma'am.
So just a thought, I think we should include in the motion that we approve the placement where it's suggested on the image. If they want to go somewhere else, that we would like to weigh in on that. I don't know. I think above it might look odd.
He'd probably agree with that too, I would
Yes,
guess.
we can. It's the sign will just be mounted with tap cons with screw caps, so the blue caps don't show through. So as far as mounting, we can mount it anywhere.
Is it going to be mounted in the mortar or in the brick?
It depends on you. Can tell me. I can do it in the mortar or
Probably
in
be
the
in the
brick.
mortar. Yeah.
Okay, not a problem. With the sign being extremely lightweight compared to other signs, in the mortar is not a problem at all.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve as submitted with the placement as shown and
Fantastic.
it attached in the mortar.
Okay, fantastic.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you, sir.
much.
Good
Yes,
luck.
Thank you.
All right. Next on the agenda is the request of Bobby Harris to replace a commercial sign at 2627 Old Forest Road.
They said that they probably wouldn't be able to make it, but they'd like the commission to consider it
Sure.
without them. So they are replacing an existing commercial sign. This is the existing sign. And then this is the sign. It's very similar. I think the only difference is that they now have this bottom text and graphic.
So is it your understanding then this would hang on the same
Yes.
mount, if that's the right word?
Yep.
Okay.
Same location.
Similar dimensions.
I believe so.
I'll make a motion to approve as submitted.
I'll second that one.
Seems pretty clean.
Yeah.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right. Next is the request of St. John's Episcopal Church to modify the signage at 2477 Rivermont. Looks like this is a sign day.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Well, thank you very much.
If you would, please give us your name and
Scott McBride from McBride Sign Company.
okay, and an overview of this request.
Yes, sir.
If you would please give us an overview.
St. John's is requesting us to put a sign up, two signs up at their new location that's taken over the old BB&T building. Now, this sign is currently up. There was a mix-up with the permitting, and it was permitted for the address behind the old church and installed the new church. The contractor did get a building permit for the brickwork
At this location.
at that location. Yes,
Okay.
the brickwork that you see there now. And then we were told that the two signs have to come down that's on this property. They are still standing now. We were told to wait till after the hearing to remove the signs that are existing.
Okay.
That which would be that sign, the sandblasted sign there, and then the tall that used to be the BB&T
Thank you.
light box.
The BB&T signs that we removed, the other sign is going to move further down.
Yes.
Okay, so it's on.
Well, it'll be
no
moved
more-
from that parcel. We can put it pretty much wherever they would like to on their parcel behind the BB.
Boston Avenue.
Okay.
So we're simply, it's just this sign that we're
Yes, ma'am.
discussing.
There's two.
There's
Oh, that, okay. And this one.
Well, right now there's 4 signs.
Well, but
You
we're
can't help but
making
notice
it,
that St. John's is there, besides the painted brick building that used to be not be painted, but that's another issue that we approved.
Right.
Much to my chagrin.
They're applying to install the 2 new monument signs, which have already been placed on the property, and to remove the 2 existing pole signs.
Yeah.
Because per zoning, they can only have 2 signs on that property. And then,
Is there any intent, I don't know if you can answer this, is there any intent to add lights at some point to these?
that is not in our scope of work, sir.
I didn't realize somebody was different. I'm the junior warden at St. John's.
if you wouldn't mind, would you come up to the table just for the recording? Thank you.
well, he can
There's
join
another
you.
chair.
Yeah,
join
you can
me.
both sit there.
I'm the junior warden at St. John's, and
What's your name, just for our minutes?
Charles Schindler.
Thank you.
And we are going to put lights on the 2 new ones, the ones with the brick.
Okay.
There will be lights on them, yes.
So just for, and you probably know this already, but at the point or time when you all choose to do that, you'll have to bring to us what those lights would look like, et cetera.
Okay, good to know. They're just going to be there was power already there so we were just going to take it off of the old BB&T sign, and it'd be just down in the ground low up toward the sign.
Okay.
So how do we get that approved?
Well, we would want to see is this a light in the ground projecting up to it? Is
Yes,
it a
sir.
light hanging over the side?
No,
kind
it'd be in the ground pointing up towards it.
So really just some sort of drawing and then what the light looks like. So
Okay.
is it going to be in rock, in plants, just in the grass? What's
Okay.
your intent?
So, I mean, you can include that in, sorry, go ahead.
I just said told him to contact the inspections department regarding that as well.
I was gonna say, you could include that in the motion today if you felt,
So help me out. We could approve to install it, but would we not want to see the light that's going in?
I mean, that's up to the commission.
Ground lighting, is it?
It's probably, it's about this big. It's
Right.
just very
Basic.
small. You probably won't even see it unless it's on.
Right. Okay.
Because per the guidelines, that would be appropriate spot or uplit lighting for signs is recommended, so.
Okay. Thank you.
Could I ask, just to make sure I understand, are we counting this as the 2, is this considered 2 signs?
That's
This-
one.
This is
So
one.
they're
Okay.
exactly the
Identical
same,
one.
just on both sides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you now. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay.
This was approved at a previous meeting, correct?
Right.
Actually, it wasn't approved.
Yep.
Well-
A wall was approved.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
They didn't
what.
build the wall, they built the signs then.
Right.
And so,
We didn't build the wall, but we put the signs in the location.
Right.
Where on the drawing where the signs were going to be in the wall.
that's it. So,
Yeah, that's. Thank you.
yeah. So,
But we want to be able to go ahead and remove the old BB&T sign and then the other older St. John sign.
So
You can see them all in that
the
picture.
location of the other sign, where will that be?
We want to move it to the Boston side by our chapel that's on Boston Avenue.
That would be out of the district.
Say again?
It would be out of the district.
Okay.
So would that mean that we could move that on our own?
You would need to talk to zoning to make sure that it's approved, but in terms of getting a COA, you wouldn't need to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
And sorry, just one more question, just to make sure I understand. So the two sides of this are considered the two signs that they're allowed to
It's
have?
not two sides.
No.
There's this sign on this part of the property. and
Call
a
it
sign on
north
that
and
part of the
south.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I drive by
Thank
all the
you.
time,
Yeah.
so you don't.
Yeah.
sorry.
It's because
No,
the
so do I.
Rivermont curves
Yes.
at that
Yeah.
point,
See,
so
there's one on that side.
Thank
and
you.
there's one on the
Sorry.
other side.
No, okay.
Yeah.
they look great. They're
They-
really
they
nice.
Yeah, no, they
nice.
do.
We just
Yes.
messed this up, and I think the reason for the mix-up was the fact that our address is the actual 2477
The church building.
on Elm. So
Sure.
that's what was on the permit, but the signs are actually on Rivermont.
Mhm.
So
Well, I would make a motion to approve as submitted and including the uplighting as described.
thank you.
Here, obviously, it's up to my peers what they,
And that's for the two signs.
for the two signs.
and the removal of the other two signs.
And the removal of the other two signs. Yes.
So what is the motion?
To remove the two pole signs, approve the two brick signs, and approve the ground uplighting.
Okay. There's two more brick signs going, or
It's-
just one?
So yeah, I had that same question. There's
Yeah.
two that are identical, angled
Yes.
at either side of,
Okay.
that
Right.
property
So
and-
it's considered,
Right.
okay.
so that's
Sure.
the two that would be approved if, or stay, and then the two poles would be removed. One, the historic one going at the, just around the corner at the Boston property.
With the lighting,
And with the lighting, yes,
Thank
the uplighting, yes.
just to keep me from having to come back.
Fair.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I promise they'll be tasteful.
I do have a question though, about 2 piles of dirt, what the plans are for that. Let's do this first. Because I just saw that appear in front of St. John's.
The dirt,
Yeah,
it's been spread.
that's all I need to know. You're not digging out and not putting anything else in, you're just spreading the dirt on the
We're
ground.
just spreading the dirt. We're
Thank you.
trying to meet a deadline of the 30th to dedicate all of this.
Got
And
it.
that's why we're
Perfect.
trying to wrap things up. And we actually have the skid steer there today removing the dirt. As soon as I leave this meeting, I'm calling somebody to tell them that they can take down the BB&T side.
I'll second what you said.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Hearing none
It
opposed?
looks great too,
Thank you,
by the way.
gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right, last on the agenda is the request of the YMCA of Central Virginia to demolish the front portion of the downtown YMCA structure and construct a new front addition at 1315 Church Street. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having me. Jason Berger with Dominion 7 Architects, representing the YMCA of Central Virginia. I think I met all you gentlemen last time here in June. Miss Langfest, nice to meet you. I'm Jason. So I would suspect that most of you guys can recall our last conversation and progression up to date. Ms. Langford, I'll try to catch you up in a quick abbreviated fashion. So the proposed renovation addition to the property here on Church Street, and due to structural constraints and the program that the YMCA would like to facilitate, we need an expansion. And our best path forward of that was to go up on top of an existing structure. And that had been the plan from the get-go. Through some structural analysis, what we thought was designed and constructed to support that addition, which was originally dormitory function, that structure was not A, built as per design, and B, doesn't quite adequately support. So we're proposing on demolishing that down to grade and building new up. So that's the front third portion, and then the rest of the building would be renovated, just to try to accommodate and show our goodwill and appreciate all the commentary that we received last time. We did revise and make some changes. When we came last time, we had two options, essentially option A and option B. Went back to the YMCA and we all aligned on option B, as you guys seem to prefer that option as well. So that worked well. We had a material palette that was somewhat more complex. We've simplified that to some degree, and the symmetry has been more refined as well. And we took that main entry portal. There was a comment, maybe make that lower. We've lowered that about 4 to 6 feet. So you can see that represented in the new rendering. Some of the background and color was a little bit noisy. We've attempted to quiet that down a bit and to simplify that as well. And some of the colors to the white might have been too stark, so we've toned that down a little bit. And at the top of the roof of the main mast in the back, a comment was made about potential cornice. So we've attributed acknowledgement to that as well. And with all these changes, brought it back to the YMCA, and they're on board and they approve. So another point of the direction was to take this to permit level documents. So over 100 pages of documentation here, starting from civil, structural, architectural, all through the engineering systems. Won't go through sheet by sheet, but we have refined the basis of design of materials, selected colors, and are seeking respectfully an approval and a motion to move forward from this into just getting this all wrapped up and an avenue, the path forward that the owner could present this to the public and seek, the fundraising that is needed to bring this to completion. So with that, I will close my mouth for a moment and let you guys ask questions, or I can provide additional details as needed. Thank you.
I have one. I think it's just for my own clarification.
Yes,
Did I hear you say you're going to take down the front third of the building, and that's all that then would go back up? And
Correct.
with what you showed us last month about there being many floors or partial floors or what have you,
Yes, sir.
was what you showed us last month also representative of 1/3 being worked?
Yes, and
Okay.
part of that third demolition allows us to recreate a central circulation stairway that helps tie all those different floor levels to one, and it provides a sense of wayfinding and just cleans up the circulation, which I think solves a lot of the building's issues.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Does,
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
does this solve the locker room confusion by demolishing?
We didn't get back into that area, but part of the heavy renovation is this is essentially a gut job. We're
Yeah.
gutting everything inside, not structurally down to grade like we're doing the front third, but everything else is going to be brand new essentially.
In the render,
Uh-huh.
I know it's not exactly architectural plans or anything, but I see there's another building to the side there. Is that supposed to represent the historic building that's next to, I guess, the parking garage is on the other side of it.
The parking garage is on the other side.
Okay,
That's-
I was wondering if that was showing a future plan for the parking garage, but I now remember that.
No, that was the Victorian house.
That's
and,
right.
And it didn't quite, well, and I wanted it gray. And so in our architectural model, it's grayed out. It just did not go exactly as I wanted here.
Okay. So this is, what is this requesting specifically? Where's the front portion?
This is us to approve the demolition and construction of the new one.
Okay, so essentially the whole thing.
Yes, sir. Looking for the
Okay.
green light to go forward. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think it's largely in line with what we saw last week and some of the refinement, or last month. Some of the refinements we requested and you all have made. I think kind of what we expected.
make a motion to approve as submitted. It's exciting.
I have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How did you develop the color scheme?
So the main splash of color, that's the brand colors of the YMCA.
Those are the brand colors of the YMCA?
Blue and the fuchsia, whatever.
Yeah, like at
Cool.
Jamerson, and you see it at the various Ys.
Okay, it would seem to me that would be more like a young women's Christian association colors.
Yes, sir. I did not pick those. That was the intent, was to match their brand colors. I think they would be open to potential other color scheme.
Okay.
Given some of the paint jobs we've approved on Rivermont,
Yeah.
I'd probably, if this is the brand, it's all brand new. We're already taking down a mid-century modern building and putting up this. I'm okay with the colors if those are the brand colors. If it wasn't the brand, I wouldn't say.
Yeah. If I had my choice, those would not be the colors. If I'm being honest, yeah.
And we're not trying to match the district anyway, obviously. So
I think it's a good tie-in where they say that, like for the guidelines for signs, anyways, where your logo should have, your sign should incorporate a logo, and I think incorporating your brand colors into the color of the arch, rather than, what was it before? It was like red and
a different
kind
color,
of like
blue.
a gradient.
Yeah.
So I think this is much more keeping with the purpose of colors and signs, to draw people in and know what you're looking at.
So this colors were actually discussed after the previous presentation?
That is correct. Yeah, the color was discussed after.
Eve, do you have the email I sent you today?
But by the way, you have to tell AI that we're not in England, so the colors are on the wrong way.
I don't know if you can.
On that side. of your
Is it? Can you enlarge that? That's just a rendering that I just sent to our secretary today regarding that. Green is color for change, and that's what the YMCA stands for, change. I mean, that's
Sure.
what they advertise, personal change, community change, benefit. But anyway, that's just the, and if you notice, I know the color blue, as you, I'm sure, are aware, it does not weather well. And so that's what I would have a, anyway, but green, and also I think is more conducive to what the Y's original intent was, its mission. And if you notice those colors are fading out. They'll be out of date in a couple of years.
Sure.
So this is, I think, more conducive to future coloring, especially with the gold on the names. They have the two names on there, Schul and Clark, in gold. I think that it's appropriate, in my opinion. And I think that's more timely. That will last 10 to 15 years.
Eve, could you pull up the sign guideline as well? Or colors and such.
You want the sign guidelines?
Or I guess it's actually more color. Although for modern, so when we're replacing with a new structure, I think we're not trying to match colors of the district around the homes in the area. Is that right?
That way you're also avoiding a sign issue, just lettering.
So
No lettering on the windows.
So we don't have more than 2 or 3 colors coordinated with the overall building colors. 2 or 3. And not exceed 18 inches.
So are you looking at this for the archway, or because I wouldn't consider the archway necessarily a sign?
Right, agreed. Yeah. I'm just thinking, I don't know if in terms of the guidelines, if there's any reason we could say no to those 2 colors, or I'm not seeing something that would meet that I would say oppose that, even though it may not be what I would pick, but it's not my preference. But in keeping with the guidelines, I'm not seeing something that I could object to that. I'm wondering if I'm missing. I think I'm right. Yeah. Okay.
Were you finished, Peter? What else did you?
Yes. That's all for me.
So we have unless you're withdrawing it or amending it, we have a motion on the table. Do we have a second?
If we were to amend it and the commission was fine with Peter's rendering and we submitted that as an option, not that you have to do it, but you could consider it to take it back, is that something we could put out there? That way we leave that choice with the Y, since this is a recommendation that's being made to them, unless of course the commission disagrees with the color, but that way we kind of give more options.
Are you saying to approve both or to
Yeah.
ask them first to go back?
We could approve it here, because that way, if they decide they don't want to go with it, or if they do want to go with it, they don't have to come back here.
I think we should vote on what they have submitted, and if
Okay.
they want to discuss it internally with their board, and then they want to come back, I think that should be a separate conversation.
Okay. So I guess the motion that's on the table is approve as submitted. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
Just because that would be a whole other material list.
Right.
So there's just more for them to consider than just the colors.
Paint.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll second that.
Further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye.
I
None opposed? Good luck, sir.
All right, and just to confirm, we are approved as submitted, ready to go, green light. That's gonna make a lot of people happy, guys.
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate that, so.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you so much.
You put a lot of hard work into this before bringing it to us. We appreciate that. So that's all on the new business agenda. As discussed at the beginning of the meeting, we moved the annual business, I'll call it, from the start to the end of the meeting. Is this where I hand it over to you, Eve?
Yes. So first on annual business agenda is elections of chair and vice chair. So if anyone has a nomination for chair, please go ahead and make that now.
I'd like to nominate Mike
Do we
as
have-
chair.
Okay. Do we have a second?
I second.
Okay. And vote. All in favor?
I.
Aye.
Congratulations.
Does he have a say?
No.
Okay. What if somebody else were to have been nominated or?
Oh, well, we took an action. Congratulations.
We're happy with it.
Okay.
Hope you are.
I mean, they all voted aye, so I don't think anyone was
Right.
opposed. If you'd like to do vice chair, since you're chair now.
Well, I would have been fine doing vice chair, but you mean the nomination? Do we have any nominations for the role of vice chair?
I'm going to nominate Austin. I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Are you willing and able?
Oh, you're giving him a courtesy I didn't allow you. That's so
That's right.
nice.
The Emmett's not here, so we could
Yeah.
default if you weren't interested. You good with it, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. All in favor?
I.
Aye.
Great.
All right.
And then second would be bylaws. I don't have any proposed amendments, so if everybody's good with that, we will just move on to advocacies. So if anybody wants to switch their district, now would be the time. Otherwise, if everyone's good with what they have, we can keep it the same.
I'm fine with mine.
Good?
Indifferent.
Great.
Who has Daniels Hill?
That is Palmer.
Oh yeah. No, I'm indifferent. Then I'd have to deal with neighbors, and maybe it's better if I didn't.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to have a little separation.
Right.
Could ask Austin about that.
Yeah, there's wins and losses on it.
All right. So I think that's everything that I have.
All right, then we shall adjourn. Thank you all.
Thank you.
See you next month.